Oh, cool. We just dropped stream. Okay, well, hi. Um, hmm. Looks like stream dropped. Cool. Well, we're gonna pin that. Cool. Oh, no. And now we're gonna have to do an ad break again because we dropped. How annoying. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why our internet, like, crapped out like that. It looks like we should be okay now, but... lame. So, looks like stream has got about the number of brain cells I have. So that's cool. Not sure why I'm having to relog into Epic. That's fine. Alright, well, I guess we'll just hang out for a couple minutes while our second ad break of the last 10 minutes runs. I guess in the meantime we can switch over to our game screen. Alright. Why is my controller... is my controller dead? Okay, cool. I think my controller's dead as well, so I'm gonna have to grab some batteries, guys. Give me 2 seconds. So literally all the things, everything, all at once. Okay. I really should start plugging this thing into charge, get like rechargeable batteries or something. I feel like this has become my go-to way to play a lot of games, is on my Xbox controller, and I feel like it's been eating up batteries like crazy. Oh, I still have the music on. You guys can't hear it. Sorry, you've just been listening to me this whole time. We'll give you guys some tunes. All right. Oh, our ad break should be over now at least. Cool. Okay. Well, then actually we're going to turn off the music because I can't hear the game over the music. Okay. Go. Okay. I think we should be ready to play now. There we go. All right. So last time on Last time on Alan Wake 2, we got to the sheriff's station to try and give Wake the clicker and found that the sheriff's station had been attacked by the Dark Presence and wiped out a bunch of the FBC agents, took a bunch of them over. We had to get the power back on to go see Wake in the cells. And then when we went to go see Wake in the cells, he exploded into darkness. And we found out that I don't think Wake is actually out of the dark place. I think that was Scratch the whole time. I don't think that it's like a darkness infused Wake. I think it's Scratch, which is the Wake copy that got made by the darkness after Mr. Scratch was killed, who was the Wake copy written into the world by Thomas Zane in a really half-assed attempt to balance things. I don't know. That logic will always confuse me a tiny bit. So then we had to fight him in the back lot of the sheriff's station. And it was a real struggle, and he was a real asshole, but we got some bright lights on him, and he flew away. And we didn't talk to anybody afterwards. We literally just went and saved, and then ended. So we're going to talk to them, and then we're probably going to switch from Saga over to Alan. Since we're trying to kind of alternate. And I didn't mean to get this far on Sunday as it was, so... I bet our inventory is shit, though. Okay, so we do have some rifle rounds. We don't have any shotgun rounds. We have some handgun. Okay. It's alright. I don't think that there's anything in our... No. Except for maybe... couple extra trauma pads. One charge, the flashlight, chance to stun enemy, increase maximum health. Okay. Okay. Should maybe put one of these on. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, so we need to go upstairs and talk to people because we didn't talk to anybody after wiping out the Dark Presence.
I'm sorry about your brother, Elmo.
Jaco was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Watery and Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways.
I knew it.
Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
I suspected this all along. I suspected this from so early on. Like, there was just something about the cult that I was like, I think they're, like, things have gone bad, but I think that their intent is a positive one.
Elmo said the cult kills taken? Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Mm-hmm. Knew it.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Yeah.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Okay.
How long has the cult been around
Hi,
for?
pretty girl.
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake.
Hi, pretty girl. Jazzy, you want to
For
say
us,
hi?
It was the torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult.
Come on. Jazzy, up. Want to say hi?
Did half the work.
Jazzy,
Made people too scared to do it.
come here.
Night.
Hi.
Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Hi, princess. How's my baby girl? Okay, okay.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
I'm doing my brother proud.
even if the intention was
Ilmo.
right and good, and like most of the work they did was positive, they still attracted power hungry assholes like deputies Mulligan and Thornton. Like, they definitely were not in it for the purpose of doing good. At least that wasn't their primary motivator.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Ooh, we are a deputized
the lake house.
FBC agent.
I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
What happened at the lake house?
Oh, no.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence.
Especially when there's a malicious entity purposely changing
You're better off without her. I know I am.
changing reality and going after you.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. I had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place.
Screw you,
He's
Scratch.
powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't interact with him anymore in the dark place.
So the cult of the tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
I never did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
Sounds like what, Scratch would write.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story. We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Okay. I think we already read all this. Yeah, and we already got into his computer as well. Okay. What's that? I don't know what that point of interest is. Should be little.
This...
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Oh, we need to go downstairs and read this stuff. Or in here, rather. Okay.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Mr. Wake, you've been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel, anything we may need to know. Alan, there's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Estevez, yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? Alan, it feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography, it can feed on any of it. All of it. You have to believe me. Estevez, we are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here. for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? Alan, I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Estevez, Mr. Wake, you're in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. Alan, you're not expletive listening to me. Estevez, we are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Expletive you, let me the expletive out of here. It's coming from me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Report, supplement, read the shadow through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35. Additional details regarding the shadow have been discovered. Redacted and redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and a Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual, quote, contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing.
I need to know what information I can still trust. Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying. The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Deployment order, urgent situation. At approximately 1900 hours on 13 September 23rd, 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A-040, the shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
A mouthful, that's what it is. Summary of findings. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with parts of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported use of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated, quote, Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a redacted, by inserting a light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion. The light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.